We're on.
Are we live? And we're recording live.
Live from the Little Farmer's Farm down in the outskirts of Wigan.
I'm your special guest host tonight, Johnny Carson. Man, that's a gag that no one will get.
Hello, boys and girls. Today we've got a special guest star. I've just shown him to you now. He's a fella called Darryl Clark, a Thespian. You might have seen him in many a production and not known who the hell he is.
I like to think of myself as more curious than Thespian.
Yeah.
But
Bi-curious.
It's if you will. Keep it clean for lads.
For boys and girls.
It's a pleasure to be here at the Little Farmer's Farm.
Pleasure having you here, my friend.
Thank you very much, brother. I've enjoyed observing Tony's endeavours these last few months, and I'm delighted to be here. You know.
Down on the little farm,
in the thick of it all. No, it's wonderful. Tony's going to give me a tour.
Yeah, we've had about an hour's, probably about 2 hours now chatting, haven't we, mate?
It's very true. It's very true.
So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of a plot tour.
Yeah.
And Darryl can be the point of view person.
Nice.
Like the POV
nice.
guy. So yeah, we've just been down today. Now this morning, before I went and picked Darryl up from the Palace of Glittering Delights in Atherton. Which is his Mars gaff.
That's where the magic happens, baby.
He's up here this week from the smoke.
I've been resting. My personal life has gone very dark lately. And, I just need a time to myself to read and luxuriate.
And it's too much. It's not the right crowd, Tom.
It's not the right crowd, is it? No. Come on.
Let's keep it.
Let's keep it light.
Keep it northern.
So we've come down, as you know, boys and girls, in the last few days we've been doing a bit of tidying up, although you wouldn't believe it looking at the state of the place at the minute. But we have been doing quite a bit on the plots. Now the other day what we did is all the detritus and the weeds and all the rest of it that was just growing rampant down here was cleared out, as you can see. And I think I told you the other day about the comfrey. Now the comfrey was there, and now it's all been chopped back. That's all in the buckets at the side of the tiki hut now, so it's all rotting down. We're going to get nice, rich, nitrogen-full food.
No, this is you showed me in the bottle, right?
Yeah.
This is kind of, right, okay, nice.
Yeah, it's a bit like Tomarite, the stuff that you put on tomatoes. It's like really rich, and nitrogen's a really good plant feed, and that stuff is full of it. So what I did is I got some comfrey, and I also got stinging nettles, because they're all weeds basically, essentially, but you can convert them into something that's very, very useful and organically friendly for your plants, which is what we've done.
Good.
So all this was cleared out. Now, as well as that, we've cleared these beds out. These were the bean beds, if you remember from the show a few weeks ago. We were harvesting all those beans, and we got ended up with 16 pounds in weight of beans.
Wow, that's a lot.
Which has all been frozen up, and it's all down in the fridge now.
Nice.
And you slice it up very, very finely, very finely, Darryl, into little morsels that you can devour.
What did he say, Clarice?
How now, Clarice?
4 generations away from
poor white trash, are you, Clarice? Agent styling.
Okay, what have we got here then?
So in here, I'm not 100% sure, you know, what that is.
Right.
That one, I'm not sure what that is. This is mixed part. This is Magical Michael's.
These are onions, though, yeah?
Onions and garlic, I think he's got in here.
Right, okay.
The birds are having a go at them, though, as you can see. In this bed.
Dirty dogs. Or dirty birds, I suppose.
No,
that's
it's horse's eggs. Horse's eggs, that though.
That's been a very busy horse.
Yeah, he's not been so well, this lad.
Must be exhausted.
He's of course they'll all hatch. You'll have little ponies there in spring.
Beautiful, hundreds of them driving off into the sunset. This is cool.
A bit of a catch up in here in the polytunnel. Reason being is me and Mick have decided that the 100-hour candle jobs that we were using to heat the polytunnel weren't doing enough. We had this thing called the 100-hour candle.
All right, okay.
And how you make the 100-hour candle is you get a normal candle, like a church-type candle.
Right.
And you get Trex which is that fat stuff, the vegetable fat that you cook
all
chips
right,
in.
yeah, all right.
It's like a solid vegetable fat.
Okay.
And you pour it into one of these jars.
Ah, this handy example here.
And then you shove a candle in it. And the idea being is that'll keep burning.
For 100 hours?
For 100 hours.
Nice. So
and there are videos online where it does work, but we couldn't manage to get it doing.
So, go on then, if you know, just, you know, a bit of general background information, why would it be 100 hours? What is pertinent to that length of time, or is that just
it's when you're working, really. If you're working away and you want to keep your greenhouse heated.
Right.
There's a few videos online where they make these 100-hour candles.
Right.
And the bigger the jar, the more tricks you put in, the bigger your candle, the longer it'll burn for. Okay. Usually a candle that's like an altar-sized candle will burn for like maybe 24 hours, but you put it in the tricks and it continues to burn, and you'll get like 4 or 5 days out of it.
Okay. I don't know.
And in that 4 or 5 day period, if you've got a few of them on the go, inside these terracotta pots, usually about 3 or 4 layers of terracotta pots, it heats up the terracotta pots from the inside, and then it heats the next one up, heats the next one up, heats the next one up, and then it radiates out, and you get what you call thermal mass building up. When the candle eventually goes out, that still retains some heat in it, and it releases that heat through the night.
Okay.
And it keeps it above freezing inside your polytunnel. What we've also done, as you can see, is we've laid it all out with Kingspan.
Ain't it clever what they can do? I like watching this in an afternoon on YouTube. I suck on a goodie, get out somewhere there's originals. It's ever so good, ain't it? He's clever, he built that with his own 2 hands.
Yeah, I did. My own 2 hands and my own 2 feet.
Very impressive.
And me.
My left foot.
Yeah. Mick's done all that, actually.
Very impressive, mate. It's very impressive.
Me and Mick have done all of the actual polytunnel revamp and the facelift on the polytunnel. And as you know, homegrown does taste better, Darrell.
Yeah,
so
well, I've seen that written here and there, so you know, I'm not gonna doubt it, mate. I'm not gonna question
That's it, mate.
This is it. This is what you were talking about, isn't
That's
it?
the comfrey feed.
There we go. There we go.
No, that is
legit.
Less than a bucket's worth of the comfrey feed, and we've got 10 buckets around the back.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and that'll complement that tomato feed. The tomato feed that you can get from Asda and stuff like that, it's all right, it's all well and good, but it's not natural.
Right. I will say this, actually.
And we're all about it.
I've no idea if I'm looking directly into camera or not.
Oh, yeah, you are. You're natural. The camera loves you, darling.
I've done this before, like a fat Burt Reynolds. I did have an apple that Tony gave me earlier that he promised me was from the apple tree, and I have to say you can taste the difference. Yeah, very nice.
They're all right, weren't they?
Very good, mate. Very
nice
good.
And sweet.
No pesticides, herbicides,
or insecticides.
Genetic modification. It's the real deal, and it was lovely, I have to say.
Give me spots on my apples. Leave me the birds and the bees, please. Isn't it?
Yeah, man.
So yeah. That took us about a good... If we'd have got stuck into it, it would have took us about a good weekend, actually, to make that polytunnel, mate.
Yeah.
As it stood, we did it over about 2 or 3 weekends and about 2 or 3 episodes, which you can find.
I mean, I did see that one. I certainly saw the first one when you were kicking it off, and I saw the Tiki Hut one as well. I've just been sat in the Tiki Hut with Tony, and I did say, for those of you of a certain vintage, it reminded me of being like William Gaunt in the popular 80s sitcom No Place Like Home. All it needed was one of those little boxes of wine that have got a little tap on there.
Which is coming. It's all coming, mate.
No, it's great. It was really, really good. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Coming on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
So we're on the Yang now. I was explaining to Darrell before. You long-time listeners and viewers will know that it's the Yang plots.
Yeah. Mick and Tony's yin and yang.
Yeah. Darrell's just found the fox shit.
I was hoping to do was casually just wipe that away.
Just do a bit of a soft shoe number.
Without having any Mr Bojangles. Just hoping that you wouldn't have noticed.
Well, yeah, always.
But you did, and you can imagine how embarrassed I am.
I didn't point it out to you either, did I, really?
No.
I just let you go,
is
innit?
Is it actual fox poo? Or
That's fox dung. That. Yeah. He likes it down here, Mr Fox. He likes it.
Oh, Mr Fox, you naughty little fox.
Comes down every morning for a nice leisurely poo. I usually clean it up, but I've not had a chance.
That's really disappointing.
I thought I'd leave it. So yeah, there's the horse's eggs.
Yeah, fabulous.
I've took a section out of the fence because part of the plan is this big hoop net tunnel that we've got here on this side is going to be split in half. Now Mick's going to retain this half of it
for the yin,
for the yin, for the yang,
rather.
And then this half is going to go on the yin. It's going to go here.
Nice.
Where we had planned to put that greenhouse, but we're going to put it all under cover here, and it's going to be under. When I say undercover, it's going to be in the netting. Now the netting is there to prevent the bugs from getting in, the unwanted bugs from getting in.
Okay. So they're little terrors, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. The cabbage white, as we know, fellow growers.
What are the other ones? Is that a cabbage white butterfly?
Yeah. The cabbage white butterfly is your main pest, really, because it lays its eggs underneath the leaves on all your brassica plants.
Yeah.
That's part of the brassica family.
Nice.
And then when them little eggs hatch out, the little caterpillars devour your plants. And they can lay hundreds of eggs on them. And you're just constantly getting rid of them. You're picking them off by hand, you're spraying them with Bifrin.
Let's show them the
neem
white
oil.
fly on the kale.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Give the kale a shake.
Bend over, let me.
Shake your kale, lad.
Right now, shaking kale down here now. Get this one in there talking when he should have been listening.
Right, get a grip of that. Get your hand around the shaft.
Have a look at this now. Watch this.
Get the hand around the shaft. Look at that.
Oh, look at them
that.
coming off now. Millions of them.
It's shocking, isn't it, that? That is absolutely shocking.
Absolutely covered. Yeah, I mean, look at them.
Now, tomorrow, I'm going to trial that...
the stuff that you made?
That potion.
When you'd had a few drinks.
I'd had a couple of...
I'd had a few shanders on my way home from the John Bull hostelry.
A little port and cigar.
Yeah.
And we're going to try that on that and see if it works, because I think it will. I can't see any reason why it wouldn't do. But look at them, the little buggers. There's thousands, millions.
They really are a lot, aren't they?
They're alive.
Have they... They must have done that on the leaf of the kale. They're the holes, yeah? Or are they?
I don't know whether they are or not. I don't know whether that's going to be from the whitefly, or if it's going to be from slugs or something like that. But something's definitely eating them. Mick reckons there's no harm to whitefly, but I think there is. I think the larva must eat the plant, like, you know. It's got to be, hasn't it? But there are cures for it. Neem oil is another one. So if that concoction that I made the other night
said doesn't work, you can try.
I'm going to try the neem oil. I am going to try the neem oil.
Right.
But here's our garlic, which you can use in all kinds of Mediterranean dishes and Far Eastern. Good for the blood. Good for the blood flow.
Good for keeping the vampire at bay.
Yeah.
If you find yourself in a castle, knocking midnight,
somewhere in Eastern Europe,
feeling sort of uneasy,
yeah, queasy,
get yourself down and see if there's any garlic there. If there
but
is.
it does, it purifies.
Say it.
This is this tooth, Darrell. It purifies the blood.
Purifies blood, isn't it?
It does, and it's supposed to be really good for your cardiovascular system as well.
Well, I need some of that because I've got chest pains right now and my left arm's numb. Is that normal?
Yeah. It is down here. I get it all the time.
I did have a pie in between my pie before. Darling guys, no!
A pie between pies?
Pie between pie pack. Pie and peanuts, it were down at Georgian Dragon in Liegh before.
And we've just been talking about, we've got the cauliflower which is on its way out, but you can eat the leaves from the cauliflower as well, very much like cabbage.
Right, yeah.
Lots of antioxidants, lots of vitamin C in it. There's leeks in there as well.
Excellent. Leek soup, mate. I'm always fond of leek soup. Yeah. Blueberries as well, mate. All the blueberries here.
It's an alum. Alum. Yeah, the blueberries, they're going to be coming on strong. So next year we're going to have strawberries and blueberries on the grow down here. I'm still debating about whether or not to leave those blackcurrant bushes in or take them out, but I probably will.
Well, is it because they're getting attacked, aren't they, by the birds?
Yeah.
They're not actually getting...
Before we get a chance to have them, the birds are having them, so that's a pain in the backside. Like,
Yeah.
But what can you do?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just showing you around. I've covered all these up this morning. I've de-weeded it, and we've covered the majority of the beds as well today before I went and picked Darrell up. And there's the horse manure on mine over there. I've got loads more horse manure in these bags. Now these bags are going to be emptied into a composting bin that I'm going to create with them.
Nice.
So they're just pallets, and you can, you know, I've got pallets there, and I've got pallets up at the top actually.
Nice, your pallet head.
My pallet head.
Pallet head, this man.
Proper pallet monster. So there's some big ones there, you see, so I can reclaim that wood and use that for making me composting bins.
Very nice.
All this stuff's got to be cleared out this week as well. It's all going to be nice. Went down to B&Q, didn't we, Darrell?
We did, and we found.
Oopsie daisy.
Dear God, my eyes. We did, and we found that the product. Oh, mate, we're getting it together.
Get in the same.
We found that the product was overpriced.
It was.
There are other DIY superstores available. I think, in the interest of commercial fairness.
I think right.
Very overpriced, I have to say.
And I remember buying it for. I've not told you what it is, have I? We were looking at wood bark chips.
Yeah.
For doing the paths with.
Yeah.
And it was £7.49 for wood bark chips.
Apparently there were 3 for a tenner not long ago.
There were 3 for a tenner, I'm certain, about two or three months
So
ago.
that's a jip in it.
It's a complete Robin Shit, boys and girls.
Shall I get off now and have my medication?
Yeah,
Shall I wrap it up? So, yeah, do what you feel, but remember, keep both hands on the wheel. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So, goodbye from the Little Farmer's Farm. Until next time, pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me, Tony. And what a good job this lad's doing.
Can you talk about what you're going to be in this Christmas? I bet you can't, can you?
I can't, actually. It's, you know I can. I'm playing buttons opposite... well, actually, I'm doing back end of pantomime horse.
Yeah.
You know,
you're not the way
Chris
you're doing
Biggins is front end. So, yeah, they'll definitely push the wages up to at least 150 quid a month for that, yeah. I would say. Just for danger money. Just for danger money.
Who's front end? Chris Biggins?
Yeah, Chris Biggins.
Jesus wept.
Chris Biggins,
a bucket full of tears.
They wanted Matthew Kelly, but they couldn't afford him.
No,
that's showbiz, kids.
He's
it's disappointment. It's disappointment, and it's a lot of hard work and a lot of sadness. Still, we keep pushing on, eh?
No, Darrell's going to be in something special at Christmas, which you can't talk about, can you not?
No. But yeah, I'll look forward to seeing you all.
He's been Santa Claus, hasn't he?
At the Little Farmer's Farm. Ho ho ho.
So that was Mr Clark, good old buddy of mine, a thespian. And you're up for the week, aren't you, pal?
Yep.
He's up for the week, so I'll be going out with him hopefully one of these nights this week. What are we doing this week, me and you out?
Yeah, we'll have a few drinks, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sample the local hostelry.
I think we should, really.
No, it's the decent thing to do.
I think so.
And yeah, that's what we'll do.
Right, we're off.
Peace out, y'all.
We'll see you later on.
Till next time.
I'm probably going to be going down about one more time this week because I've got the bathroom to do as well, you see. It's all rock and roll.
He's a busy lad, Tony Murphy. He's a busy fella.
He's very good with his hands.
Very good with his hands. The tiddly hand. I've got to get this sorted out as well. Look at this, again.
I think it gives him character.
I think it makes me look like a scrubber.
The truth is probably somewhere between those two extremes.
Like a dirty scrubber.
Yeah.
Dirty!
Dirty. A bit of Bluefoot, Dads.
Right, we're getting off anyway now. We're going to go when I get our teas, aren't we?
Spike ball I'm having. What are you having?
Whatever she chucks on a plate. Probably... I don't know. It'll be some sort of gruel. Like a weak gruel.
Hashtag me too.
No, it'll be... I'm not sure what we're having actually. Probably sandwiches or something like that. But we've got some cauliflower and broccoli. We had a massive feast yesterday.
Of what?
We had a big chicken. We had carrots that we grown on here. We had broccoli that we grown on here.
Nice.
We had peas that we grown on here. We had those runner beans that we grown on here.
Nice.
And we had cauliflower that we grown on here. It was all grown on here.
Delicious. Homegrown, Little Farmer's Farm.
Homegrown did taste better. It was it had all been frozen up the other day.
Very good, mate. I approve.
So anyway, we'll get off.
Is that a canal over there?
Yeah, the canal is down there. Right. And there's a fishing harbour down there where you can catch catfish and carp.
And bricks and bags and rusty tins.
And Johnny bags.
Ah, Johnny bags.
And all that kind of stuff.
Johnny bags.
Of course, the kids won't know what we're on about.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Parental guidance.
Which is always good.
Universal classified.
So we'll see you later anyway.
See you soon.
All right, I'll let you know when Daz is on telly, and we'll... them kids are glaring at us over there, thinking, who are them two?
They look quite handy, these two.
They're two middle-aged lads.
They might fill us in.
Yeah. Right. See you later.
See ya.
Tatty bye. Bye-bye. I'll leave you with the tiki.